Or how do you feel like you get out of that bubble to make somebody a real boxer?
I mean, what he's doing is, I mean, kind of cool. If he can continue to steal money and they match him the way they match him, I can't knock his hustle. So if they can match him the way how they've been matching him.
Haven't seen Gervonta Davis in another sexual assault allegation, lawsuits incoming, potentially criminal charges levied. We don't know yet, but we know that fight is up in the air, and I think that fight's not going to happen, and they're going to either have to move the fight back to look to a replacement or both. I don't know.
This fight is still technically scheduled for November 14th to air on Netflix, but it's basically hanging on by a thread. But the team, Jake Paul's team, have reportedly gone and contacted all the fighters, and the names that they're looking at contacting to fight as a late replacement.
Floyd Mayweather has sent shockwaves through the boxing world once again, this time by calling out Jake Paul right after Gervonta "Tank" Davis's fight got cancelled due to legal issues. But here's the twist. Mayweather says the match won't be another exhibition, it'll be a real fight. The undefeated legend declared he's not waiting or moving up in weight. Jake has to meet him under true professional rules. Fans are going wild online, wondering if Money Mayweather is actually gearing up for one last serious comeback inside the ring.
But at the time, people badly wanted you and Jake Paul to fight. Is he someone you're interested in or no?
Well, if you go back, you got to do your homework, look on the internet. I think he was doing a sit down on a podcast one time, and he talked about it. He said, I don't want to do an exhibition against Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
He said, I'm only doing real fights. And of course, I can't get up high in weight, but I'll fight him in a real fight at the weight that I'm at. But Jake Paul, I mean, as of right now, for what he's doing, it's good for what he's doing. But once he fights a real fighter, it's going to be bad.
Have you been impressed?
But one thing I like about him, one thing I do like about him, he's selling it. He's selling it, and he's making good money.
Due to ongoing legal issues and an active investigation, Gervonta Davis's anticipated exhibition bout against Jake Paul has been officially cancelled. Most Valuable Promotions, his promoter, has confirmed that they are halting the event until they thoroughly review the situation.
The situation, it was supposed to be boxing Gervonta "Tank" Davis, a man that weighs 133 pounds or 135. Regardless, it's a man that is way, way smaller than Jake Paul. So that is just ridiculous, and I've given my thoughts on that before anyway. But now it turns out that Gervonta Davis has some allegations about domestic abuse. I don't know too much about the situation, but apparently Netflix have pulled the plug on that fight. It says, here's a tweet I'm reading from Mike Coppinger. As reported, Jake Paul's return could shift to December with the November 14th Netflix exhibition in jeopardy due to the latest allegations against Gervonta Davis. Sources tell Ring magazine that December 12th and the 19th...
Gervonta Davis faces a civil lawsuit from his ex-girlfriend, Courtney Rosal, over an alleged October 27th incident at a Miami nightclub. The suit accuses Davis of battery, aggravated battery, false imprisonment, kidnapping, and emotional distress, claiming he dragged and assaulted her through multiple areas of the venue. Miami Gardens police have confirmed an ongoing investigation running alongside the civil case, putting Davis under intense legal scrutiny and raising serious concerns about his future in and out of the boxing ring.
Boxing champion Gervonta "Tank" Davis faces new abuse claims from a woman who claims to be his ex-girlfriend. This is according to our media partner, the Baltimore Banner. Courtney Russell says she dated Davis for 5 months and recently filed a civil lawsuit accusing him of aggravated battery, false imprisonment, and other offenses. She claims Davis physically attacked her a number of times during their relationship. Russell claims the most recent incident was Monday at a Miami nightclub. Davis is scheduled to fight Jake Paul in Miami.
Chael Sonnen has stepped into the drama surrounding the rumored cancellation of Jake Paul versus Gervonta "Tank" Davis, revealing that he personally contacted both camps to uncover the truth. Sonnen stated he reached out to Jake's team and Tank's representatives, but neither side provided clear answers. Their silence, he explained, only fueled speculation that something much bigger was unfolding behind the scenes. According to Sonnen, when both camps refuse to deny cancellation rumors, it's often a sign of deeper problems, possibly legal battles, contractual breakdowns, or promotional conflicts. Fans are now convinced the situation isn't just about timing, but a major shakeup that could change the entire fight landscape.
Tank has one job to do, which is to let anybody know that's listening that it doesn't make any difference, that boxing is a real sport. My skills versus your skills, of which I have an abundance of and of which you have none of. My life's commitment and dedication versus a second or third or fourth thought in the world of priority on your list. And I used to believe those things. Now, I go back far enough in MMA that I've had my eyes open a number of times. The fact that karate was so incredibly useless, or the fact that Jeet Kune Do was so incredibly useless, like these were not things that I would have bet on when I was in high school. As a wrestler at that time, I would not have assumed that I would fare well in a fight against somebody that knew Kung Fu. We had all been falsely led through Hollywood. Not through competition, not through sport, not through understanding of the game, but just through Hollywood. We were told that those guys were the most dangerous guys. So we then eventually get up to Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather, which had a weight discrepancy, but it was very small. I mean, I watched them weigh in. I want to say it was like...
With Gervonta Davis's fight now uncertain, Floyd Mayweather has stepped in, calling out Jake Paul directly. Never one to hold back, Mayweather acknowledged Jake's success in the crossover boxing scene but dismissed the idea of him being a real boxer. He boldly claimed that a fight with Jake would be too easy, insisting Paul couldn't truly test his legendary skill. While giving Jake credit for building a profitable brand, Mayweather made it clear, facing an elite like him would expose the massive difference in experience, technique, and class between social media hype and world championship boxing.
There are many, many people who believe you're the most talented fighter ever, period. So whatever you say to this question, I think is important. Are you impressed? Does he have boxing ability, or is he just an entertainer who has a lot of fans and can promote a fight and has fought lesser opponents? Or is he actually talented?
As long as he continues to fight MMA guys and YouTubers, he's gonna continue to look good and shine. But once he fights a real fighter, a real fighter that can really fight, it's not gonna be that good.
Does he have the ability, with what you've seen, to continue to mold himself into somebody who can actually? He told me before his goal is to fight Canelo, so that's where his mindset's at.
Mayweather's refusal to offer rematches has long left fans debating the what-ifs. In contrast, Jake Paul's wins often come against older or undersized opponents, drawing criticism from boxing purists. Even Mayweather has cautioned fans about Jake's competition level, admitting he's entertaining but untested. He warned that the moment Jake faces a true world-class fighter, his weaknesses will be exposed for everyone to see inside the ring.
Second question is just with like Logan Paul and then Jake Paul now fighting Mike soon in the summer. What do you think defines a real boxer? Because I feel like people are still confused on if Jake Paul is a YouTuber boxer or a real boxer. How do you feel like you get out of that bubble to make somebody a real boxer?
What he's doing is, I mean, kind of cool. If he can continue to steal money and they match him the way they match him, I can't knock his hustle. So if they can match him the way how they've been matching him.
Many fighters and analysts credit Floyd Mayweather's dominance not only to his speed and defense but also to his unmatched mindset. They say his greatest weapon was his unbreakable confidence, the belief that no one could beat him. Former boxer Tony Jeff noted that Mayweather's mental edge often won fights before they even started.
Really confident, to really believe in themselves, but you need more than that mindset. You need to have the full package of everything that I'm talking about, what Floyd has got.
Fighters should only want to get better. The more you win, the more you should work harder. If you think about losing, you're going to lose. All I ever thought about was winning. So that's all I know.
I would visualize his success before he even stepped into the ring. There was no alternative to him but winning. And this mindset isn't just for boxing, it's for all walks of life. And I've actually done a full video talking about how I used this mindset of visualization to win my Olympic medal. And it was an absolute game changer. Now, Floyd used to use this mindset to ease the pressure that he put himself under. And he made himself think like, I'm not under any pressure right now, where he was under immense pressure.
Pressure either makes you or break you.
Well, you see where I'm at, so it's obvious that I'm the type of athlete or I'm the type of entertainer that can deal with pressure. There's never no pressure.
Now, if you watch his fight in 2013 when he fought Canelo Alvarez, Canelo came in a young, strong, undefeated fighter, but by round 2, Floyd kind of had him figured out. He was reading Canelo's jab. He would slip outside and then come back with a clean counter punch, then move his feet and get out of the way. He basically had the full fight under control, and he was controlling the full rhythm of the fight. He was forcing Canelo to fight at his pace. And this is what he would do in all of his fights. He would get his opponent to do what he wanted them to do without their opponent even realizing it, which is what we call boxing IQ. Now, even though I'm not a fan of Floyd Mayweather personally, because of the time when I did meet him, what he said to me made me just feel like this guy is a piece of shit. And
Share your thoughts below and join the conversation now.